If you were a gorilla, what would your life be like? After 8.5 months of confinement, you finally entered this world from your mother's womb. The first thing your mother does is clean you off and then hold you tightly in her arms. Congratulations, welcome to the world of gorillas. For the next 3 months, you will cling to your mother wherever she goes. Until you are 6 months old, your main source of food is breast milk. You now live deep in the heart of Africa, in the mountain rainforests of the Congo. This is one of the most dangerous places on Earth. It is teeming with snakes, leopards, birds of prey, and all sorts of chaotic dangers. Fortunately, your mom, dad, aunts, and uncles, plus a whole bunch of cousins, are all surrounding you. This gorilla lifestyle is known as a family troop structure. Every family has a silverback male as the absolute leader. The rest of the members are subordinates. The size of this family constantly changes based on the leader's strength and his ability to control the territory. Your family has a total of 7 members, which is considered a relatively small group. Your days pass by nursing, observing your father's intense protective instincts, and sleeping like crazy. Soon, you are 6 months old. You slowly begin to master the skill of walking. At the same time, your menu expands beyond breast milk to include your first batch of solid food, just a few tender leaves. Time flies again. You are 1 year old. You've grown taller and you've basically mastered walking. But you still often choose to let your mother carry you. The reason is that you are lazy, walking is too tiring, and it's a bit safer up there. Now you formally begin your education. The curriculum includes which leaves are edible, which plants must be avoided, how to hide when danger appears, how to bond with family members. When your behavior is too aggressive or disrespectful, mother will give a direct warning. How to gather leaves, how to dig up roots, where food can usually be found, which sounds are for communication, and which sounds represent danger. What is the group hierarchy? Who is the leader and how should you treat him? The curriculum is actually quite extensive. However, right now you aren't much used to the family, so there isn't much exciting content to tell at this stage. Let's fast forward directly. You have reached the age of 3. You have started to gradually leave your mother's complete protection. It is time to use your own experience to understand the world. Through wrestling and fighting with gorillas your age, you begin to learn what survival of the fittest means. You start finding your own food, dodging predators yourself, and exploring the territory on your own, though your range of exploration never strays too far from the family. One day, during your daily exploration and looking around, you notice the atmosphere in the area where you usually pick fruit doesn't feel right. To get a better look, you move a little closer. It's a leopard. Just as you are about to run for it, the leopard pounces and pins you down. Just as you are desperately waiting to become his dinner, you hear the sound of heavy chest beating, accompanied by a thunderous roar. Your dad has arrived, a strong, physically imposing Silverback King. He grabs the leopard and throws him deep into the forest. Shaken but alive, you return home. The days that follow are spent gaining new experiences, family interaction, eating a lot, and sleeping a lot. In the blink of an eye, you are 6 years old. As a 6-year-old male gorilla, you formally enter the blabback stage. Even if you wanted to be the leader now, it is impossible to face a silverback male head-on. The only thing you can do is stay in the group and make yourself look useful. When you wrestle with your siblings, your father watches from a distance to see who is stronger and has more potential. Days are spent eating, fighting, and sleeping. Soon, you are 12 years old. Your muscle lines are becoming more defined, and the hair on your back is slowly starting to turn gray. At this age, you have only 2 choices: challenge the current leader, or leave the family to find new territory and a new home. You choose the first option. The result is not ideal. Helplessly, you can only embark on a journey to find new territory and a new mate. After crossing mountains and ridges and trekking long distances, you meet an African female. After displaying your strength and ability, she accepts you. Congratulations, you have your own new territory and a new family. For the continuation of the species, you perform the necessary operations. 8.5 months later, new life is born. A new clan is formed, a female willing to stay, and a blackback male. Just as you turn 15, you reach the peak era of a gorilla's life. At this time, your standing height is about 1.8 meters, and you weigh up to 220 kilograms. You are the undisputed, absolute ruler of the troop. Where to eat, where to rest, when to migrate, it is all decided by you. In terms of strength, you are about 9 times stronger than an average human. One day, you sense a leopard sneaking into your territory, attempting to attack a cub. You flash in front of him in an instant and send him back to his maker with a single slap. In this forest, basically no animal dares to challenge you head-on. Time always slips away unnoticed. You are now 35 years old. Your strength is fading, your movements are slow, and your control over the troop is beginning to decline. Finally, that day arrives. A young male, who has just turned silverback, challenges you. After a fierce and long battle, you fall. There's no helping it. That is just what life in the wild is like.